Hey, how's it going, guys? Political Spatula here, giving you the news no matter how bad it hurts. So, I wanted to talk about ICE's new non-lethal way to take people down. And I wanted to go over one of YouTube's biggest propagandists' reaction to that, and cover a couple of the points that he has to talk about. Well, anyway, I don't want to waste any more of your time, so let's just get straight into the video.
Horrific instance after horrific instance of aggressive over-policing by the Trump administration's ICE officers, the solution our federal government arrived at was, what if we gave them electrified fingers? But I guess this is what a sensible solution to a problem looks like.
And you really just cannot please some people. And that really goes to show with this guy, where a police taser delivers about 50,000 volts. And this glove delivers about 380 volts. He doesn't mention that one time in the entire video. He'll just use appeal to ridicule and propaganda points to fearmonger about Donald Trump. And tasers are still lethal. They're less lethal rather than being considered non-lethal because they carry the risk of serious injury or death. And it's the same way with rubber bullets. So the alternatives are way worse. Like you have batons, rubber bullets, and tasers. And he's going to whine the entire time about the shock glove. And I think I just completely destroyed the entire video right there in that one sentence. But I'll just keep going for the heck of it.
I scream like a little girl and pee myself. Go back with the glove.
Or maybe they are. My God.
Okay, and once again, let's compare. That was only 380 volts compared to a taser's 50,000 volts. This guy is just a huge ball baby that can never be satisfied with anything the Trump administration's doing, even if they're trying their hardest. Because this is probably the best non-lethal thing the police have ever come up with. But leave it up to Brian Tyler Cohen to think police officers are going to run around with pool noodles to apprehend people that are resisting arrest. But he'll spin it some other way.
Administration has decided that if you're in America, you have involuntarily been cast in a Jackass movie. What the is happening?
This is for people that are resisting arrest. Doesn't he understand that? Doesn't he understand how law enforcement works? They wouldn't just use this on people just because, Brian Tyler Cohen. That's freaking ridiculous. This is just straight up fear mongering and propaganda.
Oh, well, that's easy. For pregnant women, the moment you find out you're carrying, all you have to do is, for the next 3 months, wear a sign that says, "First trimester, please don't electrocute." It's really quite simple.
Okay. And you know what this really is? This is partisan mockery. He's reassuring supporters that his values are correct while painting the opposition as foolish. Because don't forget, this would only be for people that are resisting arrest. And I guarantee you that if ICE or police officers saw a pregnant woman, they wouldn't use this on her. Just like they wouldn't use a taser on her, which delivers 50,000 volts compared to the glove's 380, which, like I said, he never mentions. And the fact that he doesn't mention the volts or compares it to anything else the police have does lead me to believe and think that this is propaganda.
You should have seen what the company's first pitch was. Guys, are you sick and tired of waiting the boring, old-fashioned way? Well, with the shocker, those days are over. When you strap on one of our patented 380-volt gloves, you'll think you've died and gone to heaven. Literally. So call now because pleasuring yourself never hurt this good.
And see, that's just appeal to ridicule. That is just straight up appeal to ridicule. He's making fun of and exaggerating the company to make Donald Trump look bad without giving any real or logical reason behind it. Because like I've said, this is non-lethal, unlike a taser or rubber bullets or a baton. And he's sitting here whining about it, using appeal to ridicule and partisan mockery, and no one's going to notice.
Our government has decided to not just endorse, but pay for a device that is wrongfully reserved for animals.
Okay, let's be honest here. These gloves are not for animals. We use tasers, Brian. What are you on about? This is for people that are resisting arrest. So what the hell are you whining about? And does he hold himself so high that he forgot humans are also animals? But this shock glove isn't used on cows or dogs or anything else. This is freaking ridiculous, and this guy needs to do some serious research.
Is with people inside of the prison system and jails when they're being used to break up a fight, for example.
Makes sense. And this totally coincides with America's justice system. You are innocent until proven guilty. It's just that ICE officers will use the same tactics on the innocent as they use on the guilty.
That is a fucking stupid statement. Because, like I've said in the past, don't people get tased? Don't police officers tase people and shoot them with rubber bullets and tackle them to the ground because they're resisting arrest? He lives so far outside of reality that he forgot that these things were for people that are resisting ICE. It's insane to me how he can twist this to make it look bad, even though this is the most non-lethal thing that police would have in their equipment belt, besides like pepper spray.
Distraction and de-escalation device. We are not a weapon. We are something, when I grab a hold of somebody, it causes such a large distraction to them that I'm able to take control of them.
Totally. It's a distraction. In the same way getting punched in the d is a distraction from...
That's ridiculous. It is 380 volts compared to a taser's 50,000 volts. Has he never bumped up against an electric fence and got zapped before? And Brian Tyler Cohen, before he goes out there and talks about how bad this glove is, maybe he should be shot by a taser and then have the glove used on him, and he can tell his audience which one is worse.
He grabbed him right here pretty good, but there are no burn signatures, nothing, no lasting effects at all.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's debating you on the lasting effects. It's more the immediate effects of the debilitating electricity coursing through someone's body.
That is so funny because the reality of the fact is the alternative are tasers and rubber bullets and batons and pepper spray. And pepper spray would last for a while, a lot longer than a small electric shock. 380 volts compared to a taser's 50,000. This is propaganda because he is cherry picking the evidence and only presenting one side. And I am here to set the truth straight.
But isn't it nice to know that this is where our tax dollars are going? Not toward food assistance programs, extra resources for underfunded schools, or improving local infrastructure. No.
Yes. I don't think you ever covered about the Minnesota fraud, the California fraud, the COVID fraud, all of the money that Democrats took from the American people. Like how they signed homeless people up for health care in California and then pocketed the money. Or in Minnesota where they were supposed to be feeding starving children, the Democrats pocketed the money. But no, please, keep painting Donald Trump as the bad guy.
But don't worry, there weren't any lasting effects. The reality is, no one is surprised that the autocrat-in-chief decided to endorse and fund autocratic tactics.
What is he talking about? This isn't an autocratic tactic. This is a non-lethal version of the taser, which is less lethal, which can penetrate your skin and your skull and really F people up. But he'll just keep painting this glove as worse and worse and worse. And the only reason is because Donald Trump adopted it. If the Democrats adopted it, this would be a step forward for humanitarianism in his eyes, I'm sure.
Donald Trump has set a tone throughout this administration and his party as a whole. He has created a culture where it's not only permissible, but encouraged to view brown people like they're animals.
This is effing ridiculous. And there has been a pattern of black Marxism rising in the United States, and that's what he's doing. He's making this about race when that's not what this is about at all. Any illegal immigrant in this country, because they broke into this country while there were other immigrants actually going through the process and working really hard to get their citizenship. But he will quickly glaze over that fact and just make it about race. so he can push his agenda and split the United States population even further.
Is why he doesn't even blink at the prospect of using the same methods that are wrongly reserved for animals on them. And while there may be a select few out there who support Trump's endorsement of this military-style policing,
these are all absolutely gutless claims as well. That's not used for animals. He keeps comparing shock collars to the gloves. Tasers exist, Brian. Tasers exist, rubber bullets exist, and pepper spray exist. And tasers give you 50,000 volts compared to the gloves 380. Pepper spray lasts for a really long time afterwards compared to the electric gloves. This is mudslinging and this is propaganda to do nothing but smear Donald Trump. And it's absolutely absurd how he will frame these things, because they are easily debatable. Well, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below. It really helps out a lot. And have a good one.